just a dream. Look at me now, then look away. Can you tell me what to do? Your eyes, they no longer speak for you. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. Inside. For me, up high, can you tell me what you see? This life, is it more than just a dream? Look at me now, then look away. Can you tell me what to do? Your eyes, they no longer speak for you. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. If you want me to stay, I need you to know you can never ever leave me alone. If you want me to stay, I need you to know I can't. I can never let you go.
Okay, so YouTube has gone and changed everything since I was gone. They have this YouTube Studio Beta, which is annoying because I can't find out how to look at comments now. It's a bit frustrating. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. I can see them on the streaming platform, but I prefer to see it on YouTube itself. So it should be here, live. Then I used to be able to click this and see them, but I can't anymore, which is annoying. Close that. So today I'm actually doing client work. These are the first time clients actually want free publicity words. And it's another watch company. Got a lot of those. So I'm basically just going to be starting the whole project. I probably won't stream for that long, maybe an hour or so. And I'll probably mostly just do modeling. The straps and stuff I'll probably do in my own time because I don't like being split attention when it comes to the detailed stuff. Okay, can I open this thing? My channel. I nearly clicked the log out button. That would have killed the stream. That would have been hilarious. Where am I? Too many screens. We are making a watch. And I need to... I've been streaming for 10 minutes and I still can't figure out where this chat box is. YouTube. Why do they always change things? Okay, I'll just watch my own stream and read that chat box instead. Can pause it. That works. Cool beans. My headphones are making a weird sound. I think they're finally giving up. This music is still too loud. Cool beans! What's up, my dudes? There's a lot of you. It's been a while, hey? I don't think I've uploaded in a few months now. I don't remember when the last time I uploaded was. It feels like it was last year. How big is this thing? I'm guessing around 2.5. So the watch I'm actually making is this one here. These guys asked me to do advertising for them, and they said they would be happy for me to stream it. Which is funny because I've offered it to people before and they're like, no, we don't want free advertising. We'd rather no one knows about our product. That's their thing though, but these guys were happy for me to do it, so I'm gonna start with making the cylinder for this black piece here, and this guy decides to start sweeping outside and making noise as I start streaming, of course. I'm gonna start making this black cylinder piece here. That's fine. This part seems like it could be a bit of a nuisance. And then I'll split it up into two pieces, because here there's like holes here. And you can, if you want, just cut an ugly hole through here, but he wants a detailed, realistic render, so I'm going to have to do these parts properly. So here I'll probably have subdivisions going here, 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 here. And the top part I need subdivisions going through where these holes are, which don't line up with this bottom piece here, so I need to make two different parts of that. So this will be one piece here, this gold piece. The second piece will be this black piece here. And then the strap will be a separate thing, which I'll do in my own time. And then the face is pretty simple to do, unless there's like holes and stuff going in here. This is beveled in. I'm not sure if it is. If I go and check through, yeah, so this is beveled in, which can cause issues. But I think we'll separate the watch face from the actual body and worry about that on its own as well. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll separate it here and then make a separate piece of the watch face and then just cut its own holes in. I don't know how I'll do the holes yet, all these circles yet, but we'll worry about that later. Then there's also this block thing here, which is at an odd angle. But we can worry about that stuff later. For now, we'll just do this basic body piece here. Dun, 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 dun. You love this job with RealFlow Cinema 4D. This is an actual... The thumbnail of the stream is probably that RealFlow project I did, my last stream, but it's not the project I'm doing. I just don't have a thumbnail to replace it with, so I'll replace it later. I don't know if I should actually replace it now. I don't want to misguide people. Let me see if I can quickly do that. But YouTube has changed their whole video managing area. Dun, 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 dun. Edit thumbnail. Okay, it looks like you can't do that, which is annoying. They're basically stripping features off YouTube. Yeah, it has been a while, my dude. I've been doing a lot of photography. I've been doing client work for 3D, but I think it was like a month or two when I hadn't touched any 3D stuff. I've been like on a long vacation for like half a year now. But I've been doing a lot of photography. I never thought I'd ever get into that, but it's going pretty well, so. Now I'm busy doing some more 3D projects because I'm going to Vegas for photography. And I have to pay for a lot of stuff. And today I thought I would stream because I haven't done any YouTube stuff in a while. where am I putting the subdivisions? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's knob 1. 14. Uh, 22. I think that's good enough. I'm trying to decide. If I look at it from an angle, let's drop it down to 2018. Two, 3. Where's this other piece coming out? 1. Let's go 14. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what I'm doing. Da, 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 da. I think this is the right amount. Ideally, I want a subdivision going here and here. One there, one there, one there, and one there. So that goes there. These two. I think I need more. This might actually be better because then I can cut it like this. So this go up to here. Cut out that piece. And the knob will come out there. Let's try 28. It's a lot of subdivisions, but it's fine. I think this is a bit better. Da, 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 da. If I get this part right, it'll save me a lot of trouble in the future. So, let's go 26. My issue with having a flat face here is I can't cut it and then just duplicate it everywhere. But this is kind of what I want, so 32. This is too many subdivisions. 28. Da, 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 da. Middle finger to my heart. I can push this line down here. Push that down a bit. I think I'll do that. So here. I can just delete that. And then this we can push there. My issue with manually moving these things is it's not going to be a perfect circle. And I think in the end I'll probably rebuild it and just like refine it a bit. But for now it's alright just to get the proportions of everything. Then later I can just rebuild them and get perfect angles. It's a good enough base mesh though. You can always just change it later. Sometimes it's actually not a bad thing to not have perfect angles. If you have completely perfect angles, it can look off. But I think this is good enough, so. So I like you up. I get a Redshift question every single video I do. I've never used Redshift, and I honestly don't care what's happening on that side. People talk too much about software and equipment when it honestly doesn't make that much of a, not that big of a deal. It's the same with photography. People go on about cameras and stuff, and I have the cheapest Nikon camera, at least one of the cheapest that's on the market. And then there's people that spend like 50 grand on camera equipment and take horrible photos. Software and gear do not matter, my dude. I need... Okay, so I'm gonna extrude here. So let's go delete this bottom half. Then symmetrize it, like so. Then I want to go extrude this piece here. Then extrude this piece separately. I believe they're separate. I think it'll be good enough just to have it separate for now. Then later we can always just fix all my issues. And then I'm going to have a hole over... I'm already running into issues. We'll have a hole here. 50. And then I want to another hole a bit to the side here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Through me. So maybe I can move this here, and then move this here. This will be good enough for a, whoops, base mesh. Get the proportions right, and then off stream, I'll most likely just rebuild them, since I already know how I built them the first time, and just like correct all the slight imperfections. So this will be McGregor watch. Then there's also a loop here. Da, da, da. Just gonna find different angles of the swatch so I can see how it bends. So I believe this part here is like around this distance, and this part goes down. And then here there's another loop around there. Da, 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 da. Ah. Interesting. Okay, there's also here. I didn't see this part earlier. You might need to delete this. How can we not delete it? Let's loop there, loop there. Oh, this way. Hold up. Wait. And then this goes down to here. I asked if is a GTX card good for Octane render? Well, and then yeah. A something like this. People are making noise outside. And then it starts to get more round. Yeah, so kind of like this, I think. I think that's what it looks like. Then this part, I didn't see that before, but this part here actually needs to go. It's the best way to do that. Let's do bridge this way. Something like this. And there's also a loop. This part's a bit trickier, but there should be a line. I'll put it here just for now. That goes from around here. I should have separated this piece as well, extruded it on its own, but I'll fix that later. Just trying to think. This part here is going to be an issue. But here we can just do this. And there should be a flat section here from around here to here. So this section here should be flat. And then this goes down as well. Why don't I use wheeled and shortcuts? I don't know why I don't use shortcuts, and I don't know why I don't use wheeled. It's just the way I do things. I don't UV map anything unless it's like really needed. I think the only things I've UV mapped, I don't even remember the last thing I UV mapped. But I hardly ever do it. I only do it if it's a really weird shaped object and certain information needs to be on certain specific parts of an object. and this part's actually a bit straighter. And thinner as well. So actually, I think this part should be closer. I may need more references for this thing because my proportions are not looking great right now. Let's take this section. This is where I start messing up the perfect circle, but I'm just trying to get the proportions right so I can fix it later. I think it should be like that size. No? Yes? No? And then here should be like that. Kind of. And then this gold piece is part of a separate object, so don't worry about that another time. But anywho, that's the basic part of that bottom piece. The top half, 2.3, 2.45. Now here I'll probably have a lot of subdivisions. I think I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 28. I have a bolt there. I have a bolt there. Then the rest. Then here it should start dipping in. So maybe I'll have to go up even more, like 34. So have a bolt 1, 2, dips in to there. One, two, dips in 32. I think I can add in a subdivision here. It'll look wonky, but it's alright for now. Either add one in, or I up this to like 38. Then I'll have 32. 1, 2. Let's do this. Then I think the lines here didn't think about that. So let me just undo this. So the thickness of this thing, I think, should be... Mm. There's the bevel, which is probably like there, and then the bolt part, which is like there. I don't think I'll do the holes just yet, because I know I'm going to have to adjust things, and I don't want to have a lot of moving parts later. So we'll have a bolt here, and then one here, and here we can just move these lines in. Time is passing quickly. I've barely done anything. I feel like I have to end the stream soon. Then we're going to cheat and probably just add in a loop here. 50%. Can this thing face the way I want it to face? Okay. Then this goes down. And then this here goes in. Kind of like so is what I'm trying to do. But this needs to be wider, so why don't I use key bindings for moving and rotation? Because I've used too much 3D software and they all use different shortcuts, so to keep myself not getting confused, I just stop using shortcuts in 3D programs. Oh, I'm using this as a reference. You love UV everything. It's like a puzzle. I hate UV mapping. It's the worst. Especially in Cinema 4D. I hate it. For me, the fun stuff is like the animation and post-production and stuff like that, making things look pretty. Texturing is just... nah, there's nothing fun about it. So I'm supposed to get something like this in the end. Then if I add in another line here, you can see this hard shape. Then there'll be like a bolt at this loop here, and then another one there. Just kind of this shape here. This is, I think later I'll have to remake this and then just like try and get these details in. Issue with watches like these is you don't really know how to make them until you start making them. And then you realize where all the subdivisions are meant to go and where to put everything. I don't really like modeling. It's not like I don't like it, it's just not that exciting. I've tried getting someone to do modeling for me, but I don't really know anyone that's better than me at modeling stuff. That wouldn't charge, that wouldn't like want the whole project's budget for. I can't trust someone to deliver me something and not have to fix it. I had to do a dog toy a few days ago. And I just didn't feel like doing it. So I delegated someone else to do it. And then I realized that no one else would do it properly. So I had to do it myself, which is just so frustrating. So this is the idea. It goes like that, and then goes, no. Yes. Then, no. Let's add in another loop here. And then we'll just push this down. Delete that, delete that. Then this part, I'll go and remake, well, not remake, I'll make a separate section for the face so I can get the geometry right for these circles here. Because these are actually extruded in, as you can see. And I want to make sure that there's also a bit of a bevel here. Like bevels in slightly there, which is not fun. But for now, these are the shapes that we have. So here I can delete that. Then I can symmetry that and that. So this is the idea. And then once I have, I can push this down a bit. And dust myself off, because I'm good. So once I have the basic shape and I'm like, okay, these portions are right, then I go do the details in the face, and then I sort of work outwards. And then I'll probably fix this base part here, because that's like holding everything together. So I'll correct that first, then I'll correct this top section, then I'll work on this area here, and then do the strap around. No, I won't do the strap next. I'll do the dials on the edges and then the strap. It should look something like this. This I can't smooth because there's just so much to do before I can get an accurate look, but you see. There's some geometry issues here. Some more issues here. Now something weird is happening on this side. See your heart's break inside. I'm confusing myself. Let's... Gonna leave you. See your heart's break inside. What now? Okay. I got alarms going off all day. Got a photo shoot in a couple hours, so I have to run. But I'll put that. And that should have fixed the issue. Unhide. Now if I smooth it, it's alright. That is understandable. So I won't really worry about that. But yeah, I'm supposed to have a crown here, a crown here. Then these are where the legs come out. Then also this knob here. I don't think that's a big issue. Can always just create a hole there. Probably do something like that. I've done this plenty of times, so it's not that big of an issue, but I'll do that later. Then you just bevel it and then extrude like that. Probably do something like that for that section. That looks annoying, this looks annoying, and this looks annoying as well as this. But it's doable. I'll just take a few hours to get the details in. 3D cut for UV mapping is amazing. Why don't I use something like solid modeling for this kind of stuff? I don't know anything about other softwares, my dudes. I don't research that stuff. I don't really spend time looking at other software. I just use what I know. You're welcome for the tutorials, my dude. I most likely will make some more soon. I'm thinking about doing proper tutorials on product rendering. I'm very close to thinking about doing it. Because I know barely anyone makes any stuff on product rendering. And that's literally what my job is. There are a lot of tutorials on that topic on YouTube, but not like proper client asks you to make a product of their perfume, this is how you do it from 0 to finish, sort of vibes. Might do like a whole product course on that, but it's just thoughts. And then here, I just saw this. It's also like a little crease going down here, and then also even splits kind of there. I hate curves on things. I wish everything was just cubes. They should make cube watches. They'll make my life so much easier. But I think next I'll do the face, and then I can get all the proportions right. Then I can just like start correcting stuff. Like this whole section needs to be done. I mean, redone. This part, I'll probably redo it and like just add in or remove a subdivision just so I have things a bit close to where I want them to, and basically remake this. But I think this is kind of what I'm going for. And then yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna bring that in. But these crowns are quite simple. You can see it's just a cylinder for this, cylinder for this. I'll probably make a separate part for this object with more subdivisions, and then just like extrude some knobs in there. Hopefully they have a graphic of the logo, so I can stick that on. And then also probably for this logo I'll use a AI file or create one out of a PNG if they have one, and just extrude it in Cinema 4D. This part is the part I don't want to do. I hate this part. But yeah, I think the rest will be alright. And also the section, but I've made a watch strap before. ArtStation. And I can just use the same object, I think, because it's the exact same strap. Here you can see it's the same strap design. Obviously it'll be slightly different, but this section at the bottom here is the same strap design, which I can just use. I don't know what the outside part looks like. Dunno. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's the same strap design. But you most likely won't even see that, so it's not a huge deal. Bottom part's also quite simple. I hate how there's so many screws in it. It's really just adding work. But here, I'll probably make a separate section for the bottom as well, so I can have 2, 4, 6, 8. So ideally you would have 8 subdivisions for where each screw goes in, and then an extra 8 for the in-between parts. I think the bottom part's the easiest. But that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 8 hours or so when I get back home. And then I'll get to the texturing. I'll probably do another stream when I've done a lot of the modeling and start texturing it and stuff like that. But yeah, when it comes to complicated modeling, I need to be focusing and not reading chats. If you don't know, can you check to try and make some tutorials on Octane, because I already tried to find it, can't find any. I'm surprised a lot of people don't make Octane tutorials. I mean, there's such a free market for it. I mean, it's literally easy cash. I'm sure some guy will come along and do it. I own a animation studio. To the guy that asked if I freelance or work at a studio. So I do sometimes work for an advertising agency, sometimes do freelance work, and sometimes do advertising for companies and then just hire people to do it for me. Or hire people to do like the modeling. I mostly do the texturing and animation and putting together of the whole thing. But the tedious stuff like modeling, if I trust the person can do it, I'll hire someone else to do it and I can just do my own thing. But I haven't been doing that much 3D stuff lately. I've been doing a lot of photography and other business sort of stuff. I've only been doing 3D stuff when I feel like I need to save up for something. I love my life. I don't think there's anything else I'll do on the stream for this thing. Let me see. I guess I can do a bit of the face and then I'll knock off. I really want to do the space part here, but I know if I do it on stream, I'll just mess it up again because I'm too busy thinking about comments and stuff like that and not focusing on the object. So I think I'll just do the face or these dials here because that's a simple thing to do. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So here there's, I think these two are the same size and then these two are the same size. I think so. But in any case, we need 12 going around. It's not as nice. Ah. And goes like Luxia. It's not as nice. How do I do this? But I wasn't really fully learning 3D. I was like just doing a bit of it. I was mostly doing video editing and graphic design, mostly graphic design actually. I think fully started doing 3D stuff last year. Mid last year is when I really started to do it a lot. Or the end of 2017, because that's when I first used Octane. When I made the 2017 showreel, I was using Octane for like 3 weeks or so. And that's when I really started to do 3D stuff. I need another cloner. One, 1, 1, 6. This is where booleans start to be annoying. Okay, it's actually working. I'm just an idiot. Then I need this one to be 6 as well. And then I can rotate it 15 degrees, I believe. 15. Yes, no? 15 that way? Why am I so confused with my life? No, that's right. Should stay where it is. Then here. Here I believe I can just scale this way, 0.3. Something like that. I think these dials are too small. So this can go wider, and this can go wider that way. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that I'll never be lonely. I was wondering when we're gonna stop photographing ladies and get back to streaming. Hey, what can I do? Not gonna lie, the photography lifestyle is a lot more exciting than 3D rendering alone in a room. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Cool, that's the basic shape of the dials. And then I think that's pretty much it for now. I gotta go. Then, once I've made more of this, I might stream the texturing section of it. It's a lot more exciting for me. There's a lot of details on this thing, which will be fun to do. Dun, dun, dun. But I thought I'd stream. I haven't done much YouTube stuff in a long time. So I thought I would do a stream. Kind of half miss doing this stuff. Bum, bum, bum. But if you want to follow what I'm doing every day, it'll be on my Instagram. I've made another Instagram for 3D stuff since people still want to see that on Instagram. But I haven't fully committed to. I've posted some stuff there, but I haven't fully committed to being active on that. But maybe when I am, I'll like replace all the 3D links, all the Instagram links on my 3D pages to that page. But for now, I'm doing photography because I can't complain. I like it. It's also good money. If you do well in it, I'll probably make more off photography than I do on 3D just because you shoot for 2 hours instead of 3 weeks, which is what a normal project can take up to, well, a big one. A normal project can take a few days, but a big project can take like 3 weeks, whereas photography, you shoot for a couple of hours and then you get paid. But I'm going to go. Hope you guys had a good day. I'll try and stream again soon. But I shall see you Chiners later. I thought my mic was muted this whole stream. That would have been hilarious. But I'll check you Chiners later. Have a good